Hello gamers and welcome back. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we are currently ranked 7. We played a little bit not making videos just because I couldn't. There was a whole bunch of loud noises going around the house, but now that things have calmed down, I'll be able to record for a little bit, and kind of what deck do we want to play? That is the question here. I think we might, you know, let's play some Patron for a little bit. I feel like trying a little bit. Well, not trying, but thinking just a tad. This deck, in my opinion, is really fun, but just takes, you know, the first couple turns in the deck, or not the first couple turns, but over the course of the game, each turn there's a lot of options, and those options can definitely affect you later on, just like Worgen OTK, in my opinion. And then we'll also set up, the new channel, which will this be posted to, so thank you everybody who's come and is watching this, because this channel will be hard to make as great as the inn, as I worked on the inn for a very long time, but I'm sure with your support this channel will be just as great as the inn one day. Playing against a shaman, I don't like battle rages in my opening hand. Ravaging Ghoul's okay, but I kind of just want to go for the war axe, right? And then the wild pyromancer is nice because we're gonna have to clear his field, so like getting a commanding shot's also cool, but it's just like I don't really like any of these cards, to be honest. Not against shaman. We were playing against warlock, we would have maybe kept some, but nah. So double shield block, giant, it's all right. So let's pull up the comments and we'll read off any questions you guys have on this new channel, because there's a lot of questions about what's going on and what you guys can expect, like a video a day and stuff, and I'm going to be trying to posting a video a day on this channel, as you can tell by, you know, the uploads and whatnot. But work is killer, so it looks like this guy is playing a aggro shaman list, which is not very surprising. Not much we can do here, just armor up. We might actually have to execute this totem golem, but I don't think we will. Oh man. Alright, so maybe keeping the Ravaging Ghoul was a great play, right? Because then we could Ravaging Ghoul and then execute this, but now we can't. We could go Blood to Ichor this and then execute it, but that doesn't really feel that great considering he can swing his 2-1 into the Blood to Ichor. We could just go with the shield block and see what we draw, but it doesn't really stop the damage at all. And using an execute on that doesn't feel that great, but at least it's proactive. What would he play? He hero powered on 3, meaning turn 4 could see something not so great our way. We float 1 mana if we... Well, I'll wait 1 more turn. Alright, that wasn't great. Oh man. We need to draw some... We just didn't... At the beginning of the game, we drew 2 cycle cards, but they're pretty expensive cycle cards in respect to like cards of like Loot Hoarder and slams and war axes and just stuff to deal with what he's got going on here. Alkalite's nice, so we can actually Alkalite, Blood to Ichor Alkalite, or we can Blood to Ichor this guy, execute, hero power. That really doesn't do a whole lot, and then he just swings his totem golem into it, so we almost have to, we have no way of damaging that. I kind of want to save the coin for the Patron Rush, so we could go like turn 5 Whirlwind, you know, coin Ichor and then Whirlwind. I think I'm gonna go with the Blood to Ichor play. Could go Battle Rage for 1, but that just feels really bad. We gotta save that for like Wild Pyromancer. We could have coin Shield Block. That actually might have been worth it. Maelstrom Portal, okie dokie. Elven Archer value, no value. Ravaging Ghoul would be nice. Whirlwind would be nice. Thing from below, that's kind of what I wanted to save execute for, but taking 3 damage every turn, not so pretty. Alright, so it looks like we're going for the shield block first. Oh no, we can actually go Alkalite Taskmaster. That's not too bad. Brawl is nice. I actually just threw in 1 brawl because when people think of patrons, they don't think of brawl. When they Worgen OTK, there's also no brawl in there, so people don't play around it like this guy's currently not. All right, so faces the place a Lamau. All right, so we'll swing. We could no. All right, he's just killing it off. Abusive. Is he gonna make the trade? Okay, so he's just going face. So we'll just brawl this out. And hopefully our 2-2 lives because he's a badass bitch. Oh, he didn't make it. But at least his big shit got out of the way because that's what we were really scared of. We could coin to hero power, but how important is that? Next turn we'll have 7 mana, or we could have 8. But we know we're most likely going to be Patron, Blood to Ichor. So I think we just coin to hero power here. We need all the armor we can get. And I don't think he's going to be playing Lightning Storm, and if he is, he's only playing 1. He was hoping for spell power because now he plays Claws. Maybe? No Claws? Some Claws? Minor Claws? I really need 2 monitors here. Because having to tab back and forth and minimize Hearthstone, not that it minimizes on your guys' screen, but it minimizes for me and it feels pretty bad. Lightning Bolt face. Okay, so Wild Pyromancer. No, Wild Pyromancer kills himself. Oh no, we need Commanding Shout. So I guess we could Wild Pyromancer, Slam, kills, Battle Rage, kills, this stays alive. Or we could just go for the patrons. We go for the patrons, I feel like we lose. So if we go Wild Pyromancer, Slam, we'll see what happens. Commanding Shout. Ooh, no Commanding Shout. I mean, we could Blood to Ichor. That kills himself, though. But then it kills this, too, though. And then that's damaged, and then we can actually Battle Rage for 2. So it's really not terrible. Or we could just keep it alive and then have the War Axe. But I feel like drawing 2. I know it's going to kill himself, but it's not... Or we could just armor up. Yeah, I think armor up's more valuable. We're too close to dying. Okay, no Totem Golem, please. Mana Tide, that's pretty bad too. But at least we can War Axe it down. Alright, so I think we start off... I mean, we could Patron Whirlwind. But we'd want to attack first. This is going to kill this. This is going to kill this. This would be at 3. There's no trigger there. We know we're War Axing. Well, then we don't have to War Axe because we would do this. Swing. Whirlwind, no. This goes here. But the question is, do we War Axe or not? Because then we can't Battle Rage. And we need to armor up every turn. So I think we can start off with the shield block. Okay. Now we can do Battle Rage. Now this goes here. This goes here. And then next turn we can do big things. We can go like Arcane Giant, Whirlwind, Blood Warriors. Oh, we have double Whirlwind, which means if we drew... Ooh, there's a lot of stuff we can do, but we need to deal with this board. We can just go Patrons, too. Or we could go with the big boys. 6, 7. We don't have enough to do all that. What do we do? Patron, Whirlwind, Warwind. 7, 8, 9, and then hero power. But then we can also throw out an execute, right? So this goes here. Hero power, whirlwind, execute. Doesn't seem too bad. I mean, we could whirlwind again and play. I think that's too good not to. Yeah, it's too big of a swing turn not to take this. I know we're at low HP and armoring up's really important, but this is like the game-winning play right here, because the next turn we could just Battle Rage, draw 3 at least, and then just Blood Warriors and we win. But he also could burst us down. So that's always a possibility. He's looking for spell power. He gets it. Lightning Storm. Or was that just game? Rock Biter. I think he needed that spell power. I think we just lost. So let's see if armor up would have made a difference there. Yeah, we would have lived. We would have lived with 1 HP because that's 6, 7, 8. No, we would have lived with 1 HP. Yep. So armoring up was the right play there. Good fucking stuff, man. Good fucking stuff. Shouldn't. The thing is, though, it's like armoring up is good, but at a point, he'll just be able to burst us down. So, but it was a mistake not to armor there. I was going for like the 2-turn win, other than just giving him more and more time to put the pieces together to deal damage. So that kind of sucked. I don't like playing against Mage with this deck. Taskmaster and Pain are fine. The reason I don't like Mage is because of Flame Strike. Because every time I put my pieces together to make the patrons, we just lose. Because he Flame Strikes. Which means we have to have like 2 patron rushes at 2 different times while still maintaining enough health to not get bursted down. And then the Sea Giants for, of course, the Blood Warriors. So by then we have to at least have around 8 to 10 mana. So we've casted enough spells to play the Dragon. Wow. Dragon Mage. Haven't seen that in a while. And by a while, I mean like at all. Alright, so do we coin Alkalite? I really don't think it's a bad play. The thing with it, though, is we normally want to save coin for Wild Pyromancer. But right now, the Alkalite is really good at contesting that, because we get to draw. So I think I like the Alkalite. And next turn, we can go like Taskmaster, we go Ravaging. There's a lot of stuff we could do to draw a lot with the Alkalite. But if he Frostbolts it, that's bad. Alright, Technician, 3/5. It's not terrible, but it's not great. So we could go Taskmaster, this, kill that, draw 2 cards. Then he's forced to ping. Or we can Slam. We can Ravaging Ghoul swing. I think Taskmaster's the play. So now do we attack this and bring it down to 2? Or do we just swing this and then he can ping it and then we still have to deal with that? I think we just go for as many cards as possible, to be honest. Just get the cycle rolling. Another Historian, jeez. Alright, so he's like full frontal Dragon Mage. Alright, so questions. An intro for this channel would be nice. Yes, I know an intro for this channel would be nice, but the problem is an intro takes a large quantity of time and someone who can draw. I can't draw. And then Tony was our main animator. I don't know how to do animation. I'm more of like an idea guy. And you know, Tony, like we would all work together. Like me, Tony, and Jeff would all work in tandem, and like we would all come up with the ideas, and then Jeff would draw it, and then Tony would animate it. So without kind of a team, it's really hard to do all of this by yourself, especially with the hours that I currently have. So we could go ahead and what options do we have here? Playing the Ravaging Ghoul doesn't really do much at all. Playing the Shield Block doesn't do a ton. What if we slam this and set up for a Ravaging Ghoul next turn? That actually looks pretty good. So, Ravaging Ghoul next turn. And I'm pretty sure we have 9 cards in our hand. Yes. Ooh, that's a big daddy. So that is going to have to be taken care of through Execute. So, at least we have one of those in our hand. Wild Pyromancer is also an option, but we're going to save that for now. Take care of this. No, we could go ahead and Blood to Ichor. What does that do, though? I'd rather Blood to Ichor or Patron and then Whirlwind, which will be not next turn, but the following turn. Bookworm. Good card to have. Good card to have. Okay. I guess we go with the shield block, right? I really don't see anything better to do at the moment. We don't have commanding shout, so there's no crazy wild pyromancer turn, so I guess it's just shield block. Slam's pretty nice. So what, we'd slam this for 2. Blood to Ichor puts it at having a 2/2 on the board, but Blood to Ichor we need to save for patrons. We don't need to save the ghoul for patrons. Brings us down to a 1. Whirlwind would then kill this. This would go down a little bit more. I think it's safe to play this. Could have armored up too. That was always an option. But if he attacks it with his 3/5, then, you know, the 3/5 can take out 1 patron, but not 2. If we decide we want to do that route. It's also damage, so we draw execute or things of that nature. Or we can get a good wild pyromancer turn, right? We go like wild pyromancer, slam, battle rage, all that good stuff. Ugh. Bum, ba, dun, dun. So Bran into value. That's value. So that's a 4/6, right? Yeah. Makes trade, so now it's a 2. Still can't do anything with the patrons because this field is too great. We could go for the slam, see what we draw, or we could go for the wild pyromancer, but that's a bit frisky. So I think we're gonna start with the slam. Another pyromancer. So I guess we could go pyromancer. I really don't want to use Blood to Ichor just yet. So these are all at 2. We have 2 of those. I mean, I guess we could use Blood to Ichor, but it just feels really bad. Yeah. I know. Feels bad, but we had to do it. Okay. Well, at least we cleared up a lot of the board. We used an Ichor, but we drew into an axe. When the axe can kill the 4/3. How many cards? Oh, gosh. We need to draw execute now. We have a good chance to draw it, though. That's not an execute. I mean, we could go for the risky bisky brawl. So we'd go like Alkalite Pain Brawl, but no, that's bad. How bad is it if he draws 2 of the same card? That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. We could just go for the patrons, but I have a feeling it's just gonna get flame striked. Like we're talking straight up flame striked. I really wish we could draw execute. So I guess we could go for the patrons. We could go. No. We only have 8 mana.
Maybe.
Alright. Chromacus has to die. Don't let it live. Don't let it live. Yay! Lamau! How you doing, Mr. Payne? He could make me overdraw, though, which would be bad. So he could go like Arcane Missiles or something like that. Intellect. Okay. Don't make me overdraw. Alright, that's fine. So we'll be at 9. Or now 9 and then 10. There's execute. So actually if we would have gone for the draw, we would have had it. Alright, so Patron, Warax, Whirlwind, execute. Or we go Patron, Blood, Whirlwind, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. So Patron, Blood, Whirlwind, Warax, attack. And now we hope he doesn't have Flame Strike. The Skill Strike. Because if he doesn't have Skill Strike, then we go Arcane. Oh no, here it is. Oh man. Well, the rebuild. Alright, where's our commanding shout? Alright. So we could go Patron Pyromancer. mean, we could Patron, Pyromancer. We need to kill these, though.
So many choices.
So what if we Patron, Pyromancer, Giant, Whirlwind, Blood? Can we even do that? This is 7. No. No, we can't. That's way too much. Pyromancer, Whirlwind kills most of the stuff, and then Battle Rage. Yes, that should be fine. This should be fine. Actually, we should have Battle Raged first, but we draw more cards like this. So if he Flame Strikes again, he can actually make this trade. So I really don't like that. But I don't think he has another Flame Strike. So we'll just commit one of the Giants, not both yet. Only one Giant, not 2 yet. I'm just hoping he doesn't run double Flame Strike. That'd be sad. Do we only run 1 Commanding Shot? I'm pretty sure I put 2, but we might only be running 1. Seems like we needed this a while ago. I'm pretty sure I'm running 2. I'd be very silly to only run 1. It's a lot of cycle. He's at 14 cards and we're at 3. Bookworm, alright. This is good. Alright, so it looks like we should have held the Giant. Not too bad though. Do we have any way to damage our own dude? I don't see it. We need to damage this guy. But if we go for the shield block, we already used double. I think we have 1 blood die core left. No. Yeah, I think we already used it. Trying to think of what do we have for 1 damage. So we need to play this, 1 damage it, and then blood, but I think it's fine to just play it. We'll Commanding Shout first though. Because we have to do that anyway in order to blood. Another Commanding. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Alright, so this goes here. This goes here. Okay. So our last card is Hellscream. Yeah, I should have recognized that. For some reason I thought we had 1 more, deal 1 damage. No, because we took out a Taskmaster. We were running 2 Taskmasters and we took 1 out to make room for the Burl. That's right. Alright, so I think we keep Hellscream healthy. And we swing this guy in here. So we need to win this soon. I'll be very surprised if we win this. I don't like the Mage matchup very much. But the Blood Warriors was very helpful. We'd have no patrons right now. Double Polymorph, wowzers. It's pretty intense. There's a Fireball. And then the ping. And then there's the draw nothing. So go Patron. Alright, he's either gonna have it or he doesn't have it. God, we outcycled him. We drew like double the amount of cards. He's at 14 when we were at like 3 or 2. And then we could have, oh wow, Alexstrasza. That's a card. Do we just ignore Alexstrasza or do we go Commanding Shout? Commanding Shout Patron. That's better than, well, Commanding Shout Patron Execute. Then Hellscream goes face. So that's 7. Oh man, we're 1 off lethal next turn. We are out of cards. The Alexstrasza saved him so hard. He can still do this. Oh no. Oh no, he should have enraged the Hellscream with the what did he have? He had something that I didn't want to damage it because of Fireball, but he had fire. Yeah, I guess it was fine because he had Fireballed the Patron instead of the Hellscream because Fireball doesn't kill. Wouldn't have killed it. So I guess it's okay. I think we might live 2 turns, but if he draws damage, it might be rough because we're taking how much fatigue? We took 3, and now we're gonna take 4 and then 5. So we're talking 9, and then we only hit for 4, so that's 5, and then we're at 16, so that's 11. Oh boy. Oh boy. So this is gonna. Oh boy. Go, Hellscream, go. Do we even attack with this? Because if he freezes us, then the damage doesn't go through anyway. But let's say he plays. Nah, we just hit him face. We take it. We force it. Because he can freeze our face. We can do this. Oh my gosh. Don't have it. Fireball. Ping. That's 7, and we're taking 5. So then we get put at 2. Hey, Lamau. Hey, how you doing? Nice. All right, so we'll play one more. Oh. An interesting deck to pilot. Oh, what could we have done different? I feel like the Chromagus needed to happen because him drawing 2 of the same card would have been really bad. I guess we could have held off on the Giant and waited for a better blood. But I felt like, yeah, there was no reason to play the Giant there. Alright, so I don't like anything here. None of it's cycle. Sometimes you keep blood to Icor, but I didn't like keeping it. This is pretty tragically bad hand. And the Giant's just not something you want at all. Double Patron, oh fuck. This isn't gonna be pretty. We want, you know, slams, war axes, pains, deal 1 damages, not this. 2 patrons is just bad. Especially with the Giant and the Brawl in the opening hand. Like, all this is just, we want this later, not now. Wild Pyromancer's fine, but everything else is questionable. Why are we going up against a rank 6? Is there really not a lot of 7s? Look at Sabretooth. Look at you, 86 legend. You go, girl. Even though I'm not your girl. You go, bro. Anything else in the chat? Another comment about the intro. I'll ask for when I think of something good when I think of a good intro to put on this channel, when I get some ideas, like first we have to make like the logo and banner work first, right? Which I have, I've got something brewing. It might take a few weeks, but I think it'll be good. So that's underway. But for an intro, I haven't even, that's a whole nother world right there. That's a whole new world. So it looks like he's playing Super Secret Huntard. Alright, so we could go Wild Pyromancer, Blood to Icor, that's 2 damage, and this would be an additional 2, which means we would start off with the Slam, but then we'd kill our own dudes. We have the Commanding Shout, which would be 4, 6, turn 7 that all happens. So I guess we just Hero Power, and I guess we could also Slam, but I feel like we need to save that for the Pyromancer. Because we can also still go, what would this be? 2 damage to everything, so slamming it, and then we could have blooded. Alright. So we'll slam probably the Secret Keeper. Whirlwind. I was wishing he would play 1 more card, but he just didn't. Wow. You make me want to go Wild Pyromancer Whirlwind right now. Well, we could actually go Wild Pyromancer, blood this, deals damage, and clear board. That's a lot of damage. But it sets up for a really nice brawl. So what is this? 6, 10? At least 13, 15? Yeah, that's too much damage. Well, the Whirlwind will do too, but we need a Blood to Ichor first just in order to kill the Huntress. But then we just lose everything. But he has no board. And then turn 6 he plays something big. Oh gosh, just this fucking shitty hand, man. Like all of the first 4 cards were just bad. Nah, we just need to wait. We just gotta hope that we can live. It sucks, but that's just the way this has to go. If we use all of our resources now, we're gonna be in the same situation in a couple turns. We have to be able to get cards that live. So there's a secret. Maybe it'll be another guy. Oh, I think it might be another hat trick because he played it. I don't know if it was a top deck or not. But we're taking a lot of damage. Ugh. Wow, you greedy fuck. Couldn't even wait for the durability on his weapon. Alright. So we'll go with Wild Pyromancer. Oh, well, if we go commanding, this goes down to 2. We know we're whirlwinding anyway. I mean, we could go with the slam first, but we already used it, so I lied. No slam. So commanding. There's War Axe. Do you see a hat trick? No hat trick. We can go for. We can see if we can pop a snakes. But then we take 3. I really don't want to take 3. So I guess we go Blood to Ichor. And then Whirlwind. Alright, we just go Weapon. And then Whirlwind. What's the point of Blood to Ichor right now? I don't want to take 3.
Maybe. No.
Looks like we're taking 3. Actually, we might have just lost. I should have Blood to Ichor. That was just dumb. I wanted to say Blood to Ichor for the patrons, but at this point, it's just too late for that. So that was just a misplay. Coin, Call the Wild, do 8 damage. You're a fucking pro. All right.
You got me.
What a nice, fun, and interactive game. Okay, so we'll call it here, and then we'll pick up. I don't know what I'll play next, but I'm not going to play patrons right now. It's too much of not so good versus patrons. We went against things that I did not want to go against. I guess Hunter's not that bad, but the Secret Hunter is one good deck right now, especially against like the kind of decks I'm playing, a little bit slower, and they just have time to play what they need. All the secrets build up. They just got a lot of damage. So I'll see you guys in the next episode, of course. I'm Robert Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.